Hello. Àkàbà tó gbéni sókè, ó lè jáni wálẹ̀. The ladder that took you up can make you fall. Why would it make you fall? The ladder may not be strong enough, basically. So you want to check that the ladder is strong enough to carry your weight. There are no loose nails here and there. The various components are well nailed together and so on and so forth. But again, there are times that the ladder is very strong, very sturdy, adequate for your weight, but you get on top of the ladder and you are not careful. Because you are up, you are not careful. So because you are not careful, you find yourself on the ground. Àkàbà tó gbéni sókè, ó lè jáni wálẹ̀. But this proverb, more than the literal meaning, is talking about the people who help you in your life journey while you are aspiring to get to the top. These are people that you should remain grateful to. I've seen preachers who said that benefactors do expire. That was not what we were taught as Yoruba descendants. That's who I am. I think our home training of those days is now superior to their teachings that they call spiritual. In fact, they say you don't have to thank somebody who has done an act of kindness to you, has been kind to you, because the person has been sent by God. Just the way the person has been sent by God to show you that kindness, that act of kindness, in the same way you also thank God through the person. You can thank God directly, but you also thank the person. He's a channel of God, and it's just very appropriate to say thank you to the person, so that the person can continue going about doing good to other people. But if you don't thank them, or you think that you thank them and they can go to hell because you have arrived, what you have done is you have discouraged the person, and the person may be discouraged from doing similar good things to other people. That is if the person is godly. What others will do is to make sure that you learn your lesson in a better way, because they know where the buttons are to press. They know how to undo what they did before you got to the top. So if, because you are now at the top, you don't recognize those who helped you again, then they want to show you a bit of the sour side, if not the bitter side, so that you can learn your lesson. But nobody wants that. I don't want that. And I won't do that either way. I won't feel that somebody who helped me 20 years ago is no longer relevant in my life. At the same time, if I did something good to you and you fail to show appreciation, I'll leave you to God. But we are not all the same. There are people who would go ahead to press the buttons where they are so that you calm down, and then they can rejoice that they taught you a lesson. But because we don't want that either way, just be conscious of it, that the ladder that you could up can make you fall. Be grateful for every little act of kindness. Be grateful Keep praying. Keep praying. Be grateful. Keep working. You can repay them in any way that you can, that is affordable. You can show gratitude in different ways. When people have been helpful to you, you can show gratitude to them in different ways. You can show gratitude to them materially by giving them gifts. You can show gratitude to them by just giving them attention. Maybe you go to visit them once in a while, by showing them that you love them, you respect them, and so on and so forth. Akabato gbeni soke, ole jani wale. The ladder that took you up can make you fall. Don't ever undermine the possibilities. Don't ever undermine the influence of, okay, in the first place, if you could do it, why did you call on them? Why did you need them? That shows that they are, at least in that regard, they are ahead. So you respect them for that. You don't, when you begin to disregard them, you too are pressing their their buttons, their insanity buttons. Don't press the buttons too. And this is not to say that I'm encouraging that when you have been kind to somebody, you should expect these people to remain as slaves under you. That is not the point. But it's just a note of caution that the people who helped you to get to the top are the people you should be very careful with. That's wisdom. You should just be, don't say after all. There was a story that I found, I came across, I think it was on Facebook, of a prophet who helped a jobless member to get a job, and then when the guy got there, he thought the prophet was no longer useful. And not only that, he dipped his hands in very shady things at the place of work, and he got sacked. Before he got sacked, somebody called the prophet and said, your boy is engaging with fraudulent people. And the prophet called him to say, I have heard this about you. You've been reported to me. But the guy told the prophet, you can help a person to get a job, but the job is not for you to do. So leave me alone. I'm a big boy. Anyway, the prophet wasn't involved in him coming down, but he came down anyway. And when that happened, the only place he had to run to was to the prophet's place. Not just for prayers, but because he knew that the prophet is a very influential man who could help him to get another job. So sometimes it's not just because somebody is saying that you should remain subservient to them, but it is because that you don't know what tomorrow holds. You don't know what would happen tomorrow. So if somebody is your benefactor, they may help you again. Somebody who helped you yesterday may help you again. So that's why you should just keep the relationship and respect that. You respect that office. You just respect the office of their person. That they may not even plot evil against you or try to bring you down. But there are natural laws that work in your favor when you are doing the right thing without anybody going to do anything extra. And these natural laws too would not work in your favor if you do things in certain ways too, without anybody going to do anything extra or press any button extra. Akaba tó gbé ní sókè ó lè já ní wálẹ̀. The ladder that took you up can make you fall. Don't forget. We'll see you again and very soon. Thank you everyone who joined in, those who liked. Thank you. I'll see you again. Bye for now.